Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be taking a quick look at my latest eBay purchases that I will be making into Dummy Locos, because a lot of them are non-runners, and then there's some ones who are runners that I'll decide if I'm going to strip the motors for spares and have them as non-running Dummy Locos. And then there's some real bargains that I picked up. So first of all, this is a Triang 08 shunter, and this one was down as a non-runner. So I'll be stripping this down and getting it to have no motor in it. That's my first one. The next loco is a mainline loco, the Manchester Regiment. It's a class 45. This is down as being a runner, but as you can see, the chassis here, piece broken off. I need to glue that back on, and then there's a piece missing here, so I'm have to go and get some plastic card when I get around to doing it and bridge that gap so it's not loose. It was told on the eBay that it was broken, the chassis. Should be an easy enough fix just to glue that back in place there. I was looking to purchase another one of these as spares, basically, to try and get a chassis, because these chassis are very expensive just to buy them by themselves on eBay. Some people are charging 27 quid, and the model's not worth that, basically. So when I come round to doing this one, I'll try and glue this back on and see what it's like as a runner. And if it's rubbish as a runner, I'll be stripping this engine out as well and using it as a dummy loco. The body's not too bad condition. It's quite good, in fact, really, for its age. This loco came as a job lot with my class 45. It's a class 37. I've already got this loco, this D6830, but what I'll do with this one, I'll probably repaint it into something different. This one is definitely down as a non-runner. It says that the engine's seized. So again, I'll strip it down and see how I can best repair it. And if there's nothing going for repairs, I'll make it another dummy loco. These wheels need to be changed though, because they're rusty as anything. And if these wheels are rusty, imagine what the engine's like, the motor. So that's another project to be getting on with. Like I say, it came as a job lot with the class 45. I can always probably sell it on, but I'll have to see how it goes. These next two locos came as a joint job lot together. This one's another 08 shunter. It's in really good condition, but it is a non-runner. The guy said it was a non-runner, and what's happened here is the plastic cog piece there is totally worn away. God knows what somebody's been doing with that. They must have been pushing it along the track. As you can see, it turns freely enough. So to get this one going, all I need to do is get a set of these wheels, and it should be okay. There was the screws missing out here. I've had to find a couple of screws. I've got some on order from eBay, some spare ones coming, because as you see, there's a few missing. I've got the hook. There's one hook there because I took the hook out of here with a screw so I could screw this bit together, because there was no screws at all in this. It was just loose. Well, that wouldn't help as well, because with that piece being loose, the wheels are actually loose as well. But like I say, the body of the Loco is really good. Really pristine it is. So all I need to do is fix that bit of the wheels, and this one should be a good goer. And the second part of this job lot was this Duchess of Sutherland. Again, this is down as a non-runner. It's tender driven, and he says that the motor's seized. Again, now it is turning a little bit, but it is tight as anything. Like I say, I can get this motor stripped out and have it as a non-running dummy. It can be pulled along, made to look like a heritage Loco, one end having a diesel and the steam on the other end. Because like I say, this one, the body's in good condition on this as well. There was a problem with the linkage, but I seemed to fix that. That was easy. But the job lot together was a decent enough price. Aye, the next one that came is I actually got this morning. It's GWR pannier. The guy said that the motor does run, but not very good. It's a different type again setup on this. I don't know if it's got a problem with that Manzat rot, because a lot of the chassis doesn't look too good. Looks like it's been glued. But again, I didn't pay a lot for it, and can use it as another dummy Loco. The body's really good on it though. It's got the handrails, and they all seem to be there, none of them broken. It's got a huge heavy weight inside it, weighs a ton. I say these are all just little projects for me to do once I get around to the time and getting them done. Then this one is an old Hornby Ginty. Again, this is down as a non-runner. So I'll be stripping this down and checking out the engine on it. Well, the motor, I should say, not the engine. You can hear the groaning in the background. It's the dog. He's fed up. It's too hot for him. As you can see, he's sleeping. So any trouble with this hot weather, he suffers with it. Yeah, so I'll get this Ginty stripped down in a later video and see what I can do with it. This next one is a very old class 47, and when I got it, fair enough, it was in the pictures if you really closely look on eBay, but for some strange reason somebody's took a hacksaw to the roof. I did ask the seller what the hell was going on, and he said that it was bought like that years ago for his son. What I will do is I've got a spare class 47 body. I'll probably put it on here, because it does run very well. The motor's nothing wrong with it basically. Could do with the servicing like all of them, but out the box it does run. And what I might do with this body then, I might actually cut it a lot neater. And this piece here, if I cut it along that line, and then I can stick that piece onto there, cut along the bottom edge so this bit can come off, and I'm going to see if I can get a 3D printed engine to fit inside it, like in a TMD. That's the best thing for me to do with it. Let us say I have got another local body, I can just plonk on it and it'll go. I say none of these really cost me a hell of a lot of money. Sometimes up to £40, it depends what it is. But I think I only paid about £18 for this one. So it's not bad, I suppose. Even with somebody taking the bloody hacksaw to the roof. Aye, this next loco cost me a fair bit on eBay. It cost me 40 quid. Because it's down as a runner. It does run. I need to do a lot of work to it though, because the previous owner has weathered it and not very well. And this is, if I can get it into focus, village of Whatley. There you go, village of Whatley. See, I did take the cab off, and all these bits come out. There's a big weight in here as well, a huge piece of metal for a weight. But I'll get the motor serviced and see how good it does run. And again, if it doesn't run, I don't care, because I'll make it a dummy loco. Because I'm going to get some ARC hopper wagons coming from a cuter scale, so I can use this as a double header on that with another class 66. This being a class 59. These next two came as a joint job lot as well, and two class 55s, the Black Watch and the Nimbus. They're not in the best of conditions, hence I didn't pay a hell of a lot for them. But as you can see, all the glazing's just falling out. It's terrible. So I'll have to stick the glazing back in and see if these do actually run. I think they're non-runners as well. Well, it was down as spares and repairs, so I take it that the motors don't run very well, if at all. I say the bodies are, I've seen worse, put it that way, but they're not brilliant. Let's say I can weather them up. Have them as scrap vehicles if I really rust them up, or I can clean them up and then use them again for dummy locos. I say I've got a lot of these locos to sort out now. It's just finding the time now. I've started work again. Now the lockdown is relaxed a little bit. The roads are terrible again. Too many cars out. These next two locos were again a job lot. It's a Hornby class 47. It's not too bad. Again, they're down as spares or repairs. Somebody's had a go at the windows there. It's not very good. I have had the body off this one. See, when people take the bodies off, they're not very careful. It's like it's bent there. Well, again, I didn't pay a hell of a lot for it. At least things like the buffers are in position. On the hooks. The buffers on this end as well. And then there's a Lima Class 37. This is in really good condition. I haven't tested these motors yet to see if they work. It's got some buffers missing on this one though. There's a buffer there missing. And there's two buffers this side missing. But I'm sure I can get them cheaply on the net somewhere. So I'm not sure if these are going to be runners or Dummy Locos. Haven't decided yet. And the next item is a 2-car Class 110. Or is it a 101? I make this mistake all the time. Maybe a 101. So this is down as non-runner. It's an old Triang. Previous owners tried to weather it, so I'll have to try and clean that off. This motor, I think, is completely knackered. It's really old. I think somebody's tried to DCC it. But I didn't pay a lot for it. Like I say, I'll have to change the wheels on these because they're rusted as anything. I've got sets of wheels I can just change. And clean the drive wheels up. Keep them in that bogey. Well, these ones are the pin one goes all the way through. So they're not as easy to change as normal wheels are nowadays. I know I think it was Mark Felcher did a video on how to change these wheels. I'm sure it was him who did it. So I'll have to watch that again and see how to do it. I then got these local bodies. They were down as spares or repairs. I never really seem to realise they're in such a bad condition though. There's no pantographs on these Class 92s. The body's not too bad on it. No glazing in them. No glazing whatsoever. But I can practice for weathering on these as well. Might get them put in a scrapyard. Dog's back again. He's there. Say hello. This 56 body's not too bad though. Let's say there's no glazing in it though. This 47, I think somebody's tried to paint themselves, which I can try and strip it off. This 55, the body's reasonable, not too bad. It's got a broken bit of window there, no glazing, buffers missing. But again, for making into a scrapyard, it's not bad. Well, this one is the Picasso of them all. Somebody's paint job on this is a laugh. It really is. There must be 20 layers of paint on it, I think. So I'm going to have to try and get some paint strip or strip it down somehow. I have to make sure what I use doesn't eat plastic. because it's going to take a lot of cleaning to get this off. I've seen videos where people use T-cut. You can try using thinners, try using is it isopropyl alcohol. So I've got my task in hand to get this bugger done. It's a laugh. Again, I've got 6 bodies there. Didn't pay a hell of a lot for them. Probably too much what I did pay, but you never know until you get them what they actually like. But let's say some of them are really good. This body's good. I say there's no glazing in it though. That's the only problem.